We don't have a catchphrase yet. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Kage Summit podcast. Today, I've got my first guest. This is Tazzloh. We're not going to use first name. We're not going to use your first name. We'll leave it at that. Tazzloh, he's a streamer. You don't make YouTube content anymore, though, right? Like, at all?
Working on it.
Okay. Working on it. And also working on the streams. His links to stuff will be in the description below. Make sure you guys go over there, give him a follow, give him a subscribe if you have that as well. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let them know what you stream, what kind of content you make.
Oh, well, my name's Tazzloh. And I started out streaming Fortnite, but it's like transitioned into like a variety type streamer. What's big right now, or what my friends are playing right now. Like I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately as well, and I'm trying to play other games as well, like anything my friends play.
Indeed,
because I like to play with my friends more than anything.
All right, very very good gamer, by the way. Great guy. I know him personally. Obviously, this is one of my friends is the first guest. Clearly, a couple of my friends are gonna be the first guests, so get used to that. But great guy. He needs to stream more, so please go pressure him to stream and his stuff. Speaking of which, I want to see you play Val on stream to see if you've gotten good, because we need that. So please do stream for us. But we're gonna hop right into this. So obviously this is the first pod. I'm gonna introduce some things since it's the first pod. So we've got a couple rules. He already knows about the rules, but this is for the viewers. We've got a one mic rule. So clearly you see I'm talking, he's not. So that's a very simple rule. Like podcast etiquette, if I'm speaking, he's not going to be speaking. We won't interrupt each other, etc. But number two, we're going to try our best not to spoil anything. So if we're discussing an anime or a video game or whatever we're talking about at the time, we're going to try our best to not spoil something. And if there is a spoiler, we will probably say spoilers or something. And the third rule is we're going to try to avoid cussing. We do want this to be more family friendly. If you've been on my streams, I stream every single night, twitch.tv/Lord10th, TTV. I'm trying to transition into more family friendly stuff, so that way the babies can watch this, man. I mean, kids like anime too, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be fair for them. But with that being said, now that we got the rules out of the way, let's start off with the first question. So, question number one is, are there any new anime you're personally excited for?
Is it me? Oh, of course, like literally my favorite show and anime of all time. Part 3 of Attack on Titan, the final season. Like, that's literally peak fiction, Attack on Titan is. And then, of course, the other episodes of My Hero Academia. This season is fire. Probably one of the top arcs going on right now. I don't think. There are some animes I want to get into as well, like Vinland Saga. I've heard it's amazing. And Demon Slayer.
100%.
That's about it right now, though.
It's funny because when I wrote that question out, and obviously, if you guys have, like I said, if you were watching the streams, I quoted that he was going to be the first person. This was going to happen this month. And when I wrote that question out, I automatically knew he was going to start talking about Attack on Titan. And I don't know anything about Attack on Titan, bro. I cannot get past the first 3 episodes, no matter how many times I try. And I give it its credit. I'm never gonna down an anime just because I don't watch it. It's good, clearly. Like, it's getting more seasons. People love it. You see a lot of cosplay pop up. You see a lot of artwork pop up. So huge on it. But if you had to break down what Attack on Titan was, how would you describe Attack on Titan to me? Like, if you like, I've never seen. Like I said, I've only seen episode 1. Without saying like, and this person dies, and this like, just tell me what Attack on Titan is.
Very violent, emotional. it's like such a top tier story. There's nothing ever boring going on. There's no filler. So that's the best thing for a show is to not have a filler. But yeah, it's very emotional, brutal, lots of blood. Characters are amazing. There's not really anybody you'll dislike unless there will be at points, yeah, of course, but and some things you can expect and some things are like, wow, that's crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Those are some good that's a good like plot or sorry. Those are some good like overall descriptions. But I need you to give me like a plot point. Not don't tell me the whole story, but like give me a gist of what's going on at the start so I know, you know. Like
So
I
at
know
the
there's Titans.
oh, my bad.
You're fine, go ahead.
Yes. So the place that it starts off, um, he's like dreaming or something like that, and then he wakes up crying for some odd reason. You'll find out eventually. Um, and they're just trying to survive in a big, brigaded, walled out little world in a place called I think it's where Eldia is, but their hometown is called Shiganshina, and they're just living their life, trying to keep out the Titans, not wanting any confrontation with those because that's bad news. And there's these guys called Scouts who are supposed to protect them, and some aren't that good at it.
So I'm guessing the scouts is like Levi. Those are the scouts. Got you. So the anime is more about the scouts, and it probably has tidbits of like the side character surviving, right? Something along that line.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, like I said, I've never seen most of Attack on Titan, and I'm assuming there's some viewers that wouldn't either. So that was a good description. That was a good way to get, you know. So now, if somebody was curious about Attack on Titan, there's your green card to go watch it. If that sounded good to you, then go for it. But anyways, let's get into the next question, which is strange because you kind of semi answered it already. But um, what is your favorite anime? What is your favorite anime character, and why?
Um, I got two answers for this, of course, because I think everyone knows if you've been to my channel, Itachi Uchiha is one of my top favorite characters, and it's because I mean, it's hard to say much about Itachi without spoiling anything, obviously, but you can kind of break it down. Like, his backstory is amazing, and like what he goes through, and his personality, and he can hide shit so well, and he acts like a bad guy, of course. Everybody knows that though. Whenever as soon as you find out who Itachi is, he pretends to be the bad guy.
Yeah, indeed.
Wait,
So a good way I like to think about Itachi and Naruto in general, which by the way, Naruto is my favorite character. This is the Kage Summit. The Kage Summit is a Naruto related thing. My channel is Lord 10th. That's a Naruto related thing. But sidebar, a good thing I to help people without spoiling plots is I like to think of Naruto as like one of the tragedy animes, right? Because everyone picks a favorite character in these animes, and in Naruto, like usually the reason that I find at least that you pick a favorite character isn't because like, oh, that move was cool or oh, his outfit is good. It's like he went through this, and like you feel it, like you feel it, you're like, wow, that was deep. Like in a way you can kind of relate sometimes, or you can, you know, you just really feel the character. And Itachi is a really good example for that because his storyline, which again we're not going to spoil anything, but his storyline could really relate to a lot of people. I feel like even, you know, obviously you're not going to go to the extremes as he did, but you can kind of feel the same feeling, which is why, you know, that's really good, really good. But continue. I'm sorry.
okay, but yeah, Eren Yeager is my top favorite character. Personality is really like it's a very he has a very good personality. It's very outgoing, and very I will prove you all wrong type person. Literally like Naruto, basically. And he goes through some messed up stuff too. And basically his motto is no matter what, he's gonna keep pushing forward. And it's it's also hard to say more about him too because it's spoiling as well.
But that's some real that's a real inspirational type character though. Like that quote alone tells you, you know what I'm saying? It's a real inspirational, like keep pushing, don't give up type of motivation. I like that. So I can see why that would be one of the top characters. I hear his name come up a lot, obviously because of Eren Yeager and all that, but like, you know, he's always a character that I hear pop up. Even, and again, I don't watch Attack on Titan, but I always hear his name. I always hear Levi, and those are basically the only characters I know is him and Levi. So I'm now understanding that, you know, that's a pretty good reason why. But with that being said, though, which one of those is your favorite anime, or what is your favorite anime if it isn't one of those two?
If like so besides them,
No, no. Oh, okay. So are you saying both of them are your favorite anime? Like overall anime, not just the character, is what I'm looking for.
oh no, Attack on Titan.
Okay, it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
Is it close, or is it just like, no, Attack on Titan? It's not
not
close
even
for you.
close.
Come on, guys. They be hating on Naruto. But it's cool though. It's cool though. I ain't seen Attack on Titan. I can't
Naruto
really.
second.
Okay, Naruto second. I'll hold that. We'll hold that. But um, next question, really simple, but feel free to rant here. This is the part where we really get to know who you are. So, you know, let us know. But how were you first introduced to anime? Like, and how was that like for you? Like, how did that impact you?
So I started anime at a very young age. Like me and my brother, we watched everything together when we were little, and so like we would watch Cartoon Network, awesome uh, TV show site, whatever it's called, um, and Naruto comes on, and me and Bryson watched that show from the beginning, and we loved it. It was just there's something so cool about anime, and then when you go on later in your life, you see how much all these animes teach you such amazing life lessons that you can learn and reflect on, and all the characters you can reflect on and relate to, and those animes will bring out the emotion in you too. I've cried a lot watching anime.
Yeah, I think we all have, to be honest.
Yes.
Grown men won't admit that though. Y'all ain't gonna admit that though, but tears were shed, bro. Tears were really shed. Like, you're telling me y'all watched Your Lie in April and didn't cry? Don't lie to me. Y'all cried. Like, I cried, bro. Real tears. But
No.
that's, you know, that's so Naruto was the first anime you ever saw, or did you see something that you didn't realize was anime beforehand?
Actually, that's a lie. Dragon Ball Z was my first.
There you go. That's typically the answer I'm looking for, because most people will be like Dragon Ball Z. I don't even remember how I got introduced to Dragon Ball Z. I just know it's always people's first. Like, every person I know is like, it was Dragon Ball Z. Like, back in the day, there was Dragon Ball Z somewhere. Like, did it ever come on something? Did we, like, I don't remember where it came on. I just remember that was the first one, was Dragon Ball Z.
I don't remember what it came on, but I know we were always watching it whenever it did come on, and we also got DVDs of watching them too.
Yeah, I like my I grew up with my uncle living beside me. Like, our rooms are connected, and he had, and I'm pretty sure you know this already, but so I'm more or less saying this for the pod, but he had the silk shirts, and you know, people don't even know about those anymore, but back in the day they had silk. Back in the day, dang, I'm old, but back in the day they had the silk shirts, right? And they would be like Dragon Ball Z characters, so it'd be like a Goku silk shirt, and it would have like dragons all over it and the Dragon Ball, and they were so cool, and I thought they were like the coolest thing ever. So I watched it with him because I saw those shirts, and I'm like, what is that? And then he showed me. Um, I would never admit that's like my first anime though. Would never, because bro, I'm not putting it over Naruto. I'm still not putting it over Naruto. Naruto came right after, so we're gonna say Naruto. But anyways, yeah. So how do you think anime impacts you though? Does it help you? Does it, clearly you said it makes you feel things. Obviously, it makes us all, you get really excited when your favorite character does something good. You get really sad when something sad happens. But like, how do you think that affects you personally?
Um, it it makes like a lot of the animes, like some of the characters, like in Naruto, a lot of reflection on that. Um, it makes you rethink things on life and how things are supposed to be, and you also want to change something about yourself after certain things, like the way you see life. Like I've seen life a lot different from watching anime at times. It's actually very good to watch anime. Like all these people that say it's a cartoon, it ain't that good. It's all this Japanese bullcrap. No, you need to actually watch it.
I feel like people just see that it's animated and immediately throw it away, but you learn a lot of good lessons. You're right. You learn a lot of good things from anime because they amp up. Like it's. I get it can be unrealistic. Obviously, I can't shoot lightning out of my hands, but like a lot of the stories they're trying to tell is things that you can learn from, like in real life. You might deal with something similar. You're not gonna throw hands over it, but you can learn something similar. So that's really good. And I wasn't gonna do this. My podcast again is have guests. These are typically gonna be catered towards them, but to fill out a little bit of space of time, and since it's the first pod, you guys probably don't know much about me, so I'm gonna answer that last question myself, right? So um I already answered clearly. The first anime I ever saw was Dragon Ball Z. Everyone's was Dragon Ball Z, but the second was Naruto. Okay, and that's that's the one that matters here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, anime for me is like a comfort thing, right? So, I mean, a lot of people have their comfort things. Like some people, they I'm sorry, excuse you, but they have like they'll eat ice cream, or they'll cry, or they'll listen to music. Everyone has like their thing that they do to get away, and for me it's always been video games and anime. But anime is one of those things that like it really just helps me, like it calms me. It gives me something else to focus on if I really need that. And for me it's kind of changed my life like really strongly, like I feel like I'm like a poster child for what anime can do for people, because at one point in my life, right, I wasn't the happiest camper. I've not always been like extremely happy go getter, Lord 10, let's post every day. And, I wasn't always that guy. I struggled with a lot of stuff in high school. And, I was a very lonely person as well, which I mean, a lot of people go through that. So, a lot of people can probably feel me on that. And I struggled with like wanting to be myself. I was trying to fit in. I was doing things that I thought were cool to get cool points. And, it was about the time in high school, about the time I turned a senior, where a group of content creators, their name is RDC World One. Everyone knows who they are by now, but they were just beginning to blow up, and they were black people that liked anime. And I was like, bro, I love that. But like, I would never admit it to anybody because I was like, they're gonna think I'm lame. Like nobody's gonna. You don't. I mean, you laugh at the kid that Naruto runs down the hall. You don't dap him up and think he's cool. So I'm like, I was very paranoid. But one day, I don't know what it was. I watched their videos. I was watching Naruto, and some scenes really started to resonate with me. And I was like, you know what? I like what I like. I am who I am. And it doesn't really matter if I'm that cool at the end of the day. Like these people go home and they're going to do whatever they want to do. And it doesn't matter. Like I can be myself. So I showed up to school one day, Naruto headband on, ashamed of it to this day, not going to lie, but Naruto headband on. Some kids thought it was cool. Some kids thought I was lame. But at the end of the day, it made me realize like, I like anime. Like, that's one of the things I like. And if you don't like that, that's fine. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Like, it doesn't hurt me and it doesn't help me. Like, so I guess I say all that to say that, like, anime was one of the things that helped me find who I am, because I wasn't comfortable being myself. But, you know, once I started watching anime and RDC and all these things kind of combined, I was just like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to wear my Naruto headband to school. And if you get mad at that, then, like, that's really your problem. It has nothing to do with me. So that was a tangent. Tangent over. Next question. Next question. All right, let's see. If you created an anime, what would it be about?
This one takes some thought, dude.
Yeah,
this one does take some thought.
I should probably preempt people with that question, like give you time before the pod.
I have been thinking about it though, like, but I've kind of like put some thought into like either a modern day or old times like setting, but about vampires. And like certain vampires have like, I guess, different abilities or whatever, and there's like obviously vampire hunters, and then there's also gonna be like vampires that are hunters as vampire hunters. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. That'd be kind of cool. You don't have to go too in depth, because obviously that kind of question you would need like 2 months to write a storyline down, and then, like, I'm not asking for all that, but that on the base is a pretty cool concept. That's a pretty cool concept. I like that. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people would watch that, so that's a good one. Alrighty, next question. If you could join any anime, but you're a side character, which would it be and why?
What I wouldn't join?
No.
Attack on Titan.
Right.
Attack on Titan, obviously.
Especially as a side character. Now, that's why I preemptively put in the words side character for a reason, because you're not Eren Yeager. You're a normal guy in this one.
Likely gonna get eaten.
Yeah, likely dead. So if you were like, you know, you maybe could survive this probably. Or you could just pick a normal anime. True, there's animes where people don't die. So,
like, I always thought about Pokemon sometimes.
Oh, that would be fire. That's a fire answer.
But I think Naruto, because the jutsu and stuff like that's super cool.
See, I always thought Naruto too, but then okay, but again, I used the words side character for a reason. You could just be doing your normal day-to-day stuff and get beat up by Pain. Just randomly, Pain could just show up and just eviscerate you immediately for no reason. So, like, I don't know if Naruto's a good answer. Pokemon, like, people don't really die in Pokemon. Like, the Pokemon faint and then you can heal them, and like, you don't ever see like Pikachu pull out the Glock. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pikachu's not gonna kill somebody. So Pokemon, W answer. But Naruto, you might want to think that one through a little bit.
I do think Pokemon would probably be my number one answer, because like Pokemon are like super cute too.
Yeah,
you can like have one as a pet. And I mean, obviously they can hurt you sometimes, but all pets hurt each other, hurt their owners and stuff. I don't know
though, because the kind of hurt Pokemon put on, like, Ash be getting electrocuted and stuff. You want to get shocked? Like, what if you got a water type Pokemon and he tried to drown you? Like, what? It's a good option though. I'm trolling at this point. It's a great option. Yeah. You know, they always survive, even if he does get fried or something. Like, he's alive. It's no big deal. That's a good option. I honestly never thought about the question, guys. I made these questions. I did not give answers myself. I just made these questions. I've never thought about that before, bro. Like, I know it can't be Naruto. We just discussed that. It can't be Naruto. Pain is washing me. Like, 1-on-1, there's so many ninjas that's washing me 1-on-1. Like, I have to be doing D rank missions every day. Like, the worst of the worst. Man, I gotta be go find the cat up the street missions, because I'm not getting cleaned up, bro. I can't. But Dang, what's a good anime? I'd probably do
I,
something lame. Go ahead.
I have another one.
All right.
Fruits Basket.
I've never seen that. People keep. I've heard that so many. I've never seen it.
Amazing.
So, all right. If you had to tell us what Fruit Basket was, short summary. What is Fruit Basket?
It's like a little story about life and um animal spirits.
All right. So all my animal lovers, there you go. That's just for you right there. That's for
The
you.
cat's my favorite.
I'm gonna speaking of animals, I'm gonna recommend another anime, animal related. It's I can't remember the freaking name of it because it doesn't have an English translation. But just look up Tiger Mask anime and thank me later. You're gonna have the funniest time of your life. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about that.
I got one more. I got
All
one
right,
more.
one more. Go ahead.
I haven't seen the anime yet, but I want to watch it. You know I love soccer. I'm gonna be in the Blue Lock
Oh yeah,
universe.
Blue Lock would be fire, and obviously I would want to be in freaking Kuroko's no Basket because if I was in Kuroko and I had a basketball superpower, like you know how crazy that is. Like I get most normal characters don't have. I probably wouldn't have a superpower. I'd just be on a basketball team. But like, I get to play with a guy with a basketball superpower. That's so fire. Like that's so cool. But agreed, that was a good one. Blue Lock would be a good one. Speaking of which, we
Yeah.
need to actually watch Blue Lock. We really do.
Yes.
Because we've personally spoken about this a couple times. I'm not the hugest soccer head, but this man didn't you have a scholarship for soccer at one point? Or
I
am
played 2 years in college.
Yeah, he played 2 years in college at a good at a soccer school, right? Like at an actual yeah.
Yeah.
So this man knows his soccer. So Blue Lock is definitely like in our alley. Like I like sports animes. He likes soccer and anime. So literally we should have watched this by now. But so we'll probably look into that. But all right, so now we're gonna get into what I meant to do at the beginning of the podcast, but we're just gonna keep flying with it. We're gonna go through anime news, so I'm not gonna pop these up for you. I'm just gonna read them out, and you're gonna let me know how you feel about them. So we're gonna start off with Pokemon. So obviously, a lot of people have probably heard. If you're watching this and you're an anime fan, you've probably heard Ash Ketchum. He finally won the championship. Man, it's been like what 23 years or something like that. Was it 30? So I don't remember. It's been way too long, okay? And the kid is still a child somehow, and he's won the championship. So this grown man child, 25 years, there it is. This grown man child has finally won, and they're saying he's not the main character anymore as soon as he won. How does that make you feel first?
I think it's a good way to move on from Ash and to bring in a new main character and a new journey and stuff. I think it's pretty cool that they did that.
Yeah, honestly, I think you're right. Like I feel like it was Tom. You know what I mean? It's been 25 years. The people that grew up with Ash grew up. We're all like 25 years. 25 years. We've all grown up. You know, we love Ash. We'll always have Ash. But you know, he's not even in the new games. Like Ash just hasn't been around for a minute. And I feel like that's a perfect way for them to say, like, you know, we appreciate this character. We love this character. He won, you know, like he finally did it. Even though I have to point this out. Did he catch them all? I don't think he caught them all, but that's okay. You know, I always thought the day he caught them all was the day that the show would end, but he never caught them. So, you know, there's that. But you're right, though. It's a good transition. Him winning, it was, you know, it was sweet. It was a nice ending. And I don't know if you've seen the clip. There was actually a clip of in Japan, right? In one of the major squares. I think it was in Tokyo, actually, like in one of the major areas. They had a gigantic screen playing, like a billboard sign playing when he won. And they were like, Ash finally won. And there was a gigantic crowd of people in the street. Like everyone's cheering, happy, they're crying, like, because this has been childhood, man. Like it felt like it didn't feel like a character from a TV show that you watched when you were 12, or a character from a video game you played on a Game Boy when you were 13. it felt like my friend Tazzloh sitting right here just won the championship. He's been trying to win this for 25 years. He won it. That's how it felt. Like I was at work and physically was like, let's go, like screaming and stuff. Cause Ash Ketchum, bro. Like he deserved it. He deserved it. So it felt great. But
yeah, it's like he's a real athlete almost.
exactly. It's like it's as if your favorite basketball player won the MVP. Or so like it felt amazing. But with that being said, have you seen the new characters? Did you see?
I have not.
Okay, so I will actually show that right now. I'm trying to avoid showing screen as much as I can for y'all. I promise, because it might mess up the layout. But for the purpose of showing him that, there is that. Let's grid that. So here it is, right? This is the two new main characters of Pokemon. So what do you think about them?
First off, I like the fact that the main character is going to be a girl, like one of the main characters.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. I like that a lot too.
But I wonder, I mean, obviously we've talked about this before. Is that his daughter?
Yeah, okay, like everyone's asking this question, right? And like he said, we've spoken about this before. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and point the obvious out. You've seen the videos by now. There's 1,000 videos saying this. She's wearing the clip from his hat in her hair. So it's like, is that his daughter? Because that's a good way for him to still be there without it being his show. Like she can come home and see him like at the start or something before she goes out, and it'll be like a final, goodbye Ash, we love you, and then they'll go out to do their own stuff. But I haven't seen too many people talk about the boy character. So I always thought this was kind of cool because I can't tell in this art, does he look like a black kid to you? Does that kind of look like it's a black kid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this is a reach, all right? But this is my podcast. I'm going to reach, and y'all are going to let me reach. What if it's Brock's child?
That's what I was thinking exactly.
What if that's Brock's child, and now Brock and Ash's children are like, we're going to go out together? That would be an amazing story, because now it's like, you get to see two of your favorite characters, which I don't think Brock is going to leave. I think Brock's still going to be in the world somewhere, but two of, because Brock was always my favorite Pokemon character. I'm not going to lie. Ash was the main character, but I loved Brock whenever I was watching. So that'd be cool to see like Brock's son just pop up and be like, I'll come with you. That'd be dope. That'd be awesome. But
yeah,
no confirmation on that. I'm not a news source. We're just looking at articles here. All right. Also, their Pokemon. What are you thinking about their Pokemon here? So these are the newer gens.
They actually look kind of cute. Like I like the little cat.
Yeah, the little cat is adorable. I actually have this. I think his name is like Croconaw or something like that. I think that's his name. The duck is fire as well on the games. Yeah. He's a really good Pokemon. I've never seen a kitty before, so that's new to me. But all right, anyways, let's move on. I just wanted to show that off, have that talk real quick. That pretty cool thing. I hope Pokemon continues to be successful as it always does. Now let's continue the news. So we've got, as of last week, the Japanese rock band Moonriders told us that on Wednesday, Toru Okada, also known as the man who created the sound effect of the PlayStation logo, passed away, man. So we lost the guy who made the PlayStation logo. So rest in peace to him, man. Or not the PlayStation logo, the sound effect of the PlayStation logo. So, clearly we've been doing that for we've heard that sound forever, like forever. So,
yeah.
He's also done stuff apparently for Mobile Suit Gundam. So if you guys saw that, he's also done stuff for that. So just RIP to him. I'm going to try my best to keep up with things like that throughout the podcast so you guys can know about that. So that, but he was 73 years old, dude. So, he lived a pretty good life. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Okada, for that, for the PlayStation sound. Legend. All right, now I just went ahead and picked out a couple things that I'm kind of excited for. again, he already said some things he's excited for at the start, but we're doing news. We're gonna read some things that are coming up. So obviously this next month, again, we got that Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3. That's what it's listed as. I don't know, but that's coming out. He already spoke on that. Again, we're not going to spoil anything though. No spoilers, but he's already spoke on that. If you've read the manga, don't spoil anything either, because those commenters are going to be there. Let's see, what else do we have coming up? We have the Demon Slayer, or the new arc of Demon Slayer. That's supposed to be coming out. Was that this month? Did that happen already? It says 2.
I don't think so.
It says 2/3.
I'll have to check. I
think there's a new Demon Slayer arc out already, but that's amazing, because I was waiting, right? Because they put out the Mugen Train arc, and I was like, I've already seen the movie. I don't want to rewatch the Mugen Train. So I was waiting, and I think I'm behind like a lot. Like they probably have put out more and more, but so that's came out. That's pretty good. It says the Swordsmith Village arc, which that's pretty dope. See, what else do we got? We've got, of course, the Pokemon arc. That thing popped up, of course. This one is gonna be like okay, again, I picked these out. I'm sorry. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in the dungeon? It's getting more episodes. It's getting more episodes, bro. I don't care. An episode dropped today, guys. If you like Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon, go watch that. I think the episodes are coming out every Thursday. Don't quote me on that. It's good. It's really good. I love it. So don't quote me on that. Okay, the Thursday thing, don't quote me on that. I know a new episode dropped because it's in the article. The next article. Also, quick shout out to animenewsnetwork.com. That is the website I'll be using. I'm not gonna, just plagiarize or something like that. That is the website I will be using. Feel free to slide over there to read those. But Bandai Namco announces Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. So there's a new Storm game. The last Storm game was Storm 4. It did have a DLC with Boruto in it, but now apparently there's a new game coming out called Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. That's supposed to come out this year, and apparently it says the game will connect the 4 Storm games into one game, in addition to 124 characters from the previous games. The new game will include new ninjas. The game's trailer previews Ashura and Indra, so that's pretty dope. Let's see.
W's up.
So I was when I was seeing this, I was thinking it was going to be a completely new game, but now it makes sense because they would have named it Storm 5 if it was a new game. But it's connections, so it's literally just the connection. Like if they're taking them all and connecting them, so that makes sense. Gonna be a W game. I'm gonna buy that. 100% gonna buy that.
Of course.
And let me think. Anything else we might be looking at? Have you seen The Way of the House Husband?
Nope.
Hilarious. Watch that. That was to the viewers and listeners as well. Watch The Way of the House Husband. It's a dumb short, and it's like watching TikTok for anime. It's like literally it'll be like a 5-minute clip of him doing something, and then it switches. 5-minute clip, switch, 5-minute clip, switch, and like I'm pretty sure the episodes are like 12 minutes. Just what it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's about a mob boss, or I'm sorry, ex-Yakuza, which is a gang member in Japan, who's become a house husband. So now he just does like the house chores, and it's funny because he's a Yakuza, like he's killed people, and he goes from like killing people to picking up the groceries, and he makes it extreme every time. So it's hilarious. Watch that. But that is done with the anime segment. So you have one anime to recommend. What is it?
Attack on Titan, obviously.
Of course, Attack on Titan. I'm always gonna say Naruto every single time, but now we're gonna switch to the gaming section. We've already made it 40 minutes. I was aiming for an hour. It's been 40 minutes, and we've done one section. All right, so we're gonna speed run this because I love you, but I overshot the first half because I'm stupid. I was aiming for 30 minutes. I overshot the first half. So. Quick note about Bailey. I wrote this down. He never played a video game, an anime video game, until this week because we played Naruto Ultimate whatever 2.
You know, I may have lied about the anime video game because
He
I played
lied.
some of the old Storm games. I might have played some of the
You
old
see my
Storm
camera
games.
black? That's me not believing
Yeah,
him. He lied to me, Chad.
I didn't think about the Naruto games as anime games at first.
It's all right.
But yeah, I've played most of the Storm games. Yeah.
Okay, he lied. I'm deleting that note because he's a liar with his pants on fire. All right, first video game question is, and this is a 4-part question. You can speed run this for me, please. That'd be great. Because we're crunching. We're crunching. I'm a terrible host. I'm sorry, guys. All right. What is your favorite video game, character, series, console? In that order.
Favorite video game character?
No. Video game character, video game series, console.
Favorite video game, like all time or whatever?
Yes, ever.
Okay. Favorite video game of all time is Batman Arkham City.
Why? Really good game. Really good
Just
game.
a very, very good game.
Character.
Probably I don't this is like so basic, but Ghost from Call of Duty.
That's a W character. I honestly would have never pulled that as a, like, I was expecting someone that was gonna be like Sonic, like Mario, but he said Ghost from Call of Duty. Like, that's a respectable answer. All right, favorite video game series. So that means like Call of Duty, as in all of Call of Duty, or like,
Oh yeah, Batman Arkham.
So all of the Batman Arkham games, W.
Yeah.
And your favorite console. And I will count PC. I wasn't going to count PC because I feel like that's cheating.
I'm not going to count PC.
Okay, we won't count PC. No PC.
PS2.
PS2 is the GOAT. That was the correct answer. That's what that was, chat. That was the correct answer. If you come in there, if you're a guest and you come on this and you don't say PS2, we're going to have beef. All right? So, how did you get introduced to gaming? What was the first video game? That's a tough question, ain't it? You don't even remember.
Introduction, I don't really know. I mean, this just happens, I guess, really.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this is kind of cool. Can I try this? And then PlayStation 1, first console I played, Crash Bandicoot.
Is that the earliest game you can remember?
Yeah.
Bro, Crash Bandicoot, I say that, right? Let me preface that. I say the earliest game you can remember because I feel like everyone starts it so young you don't remember some of it. I don't remember some of the games I've played. I've played 100,000 minutes of game. Like, I don't remember every game, but so that is the earliest. I
remember a lot of the games I used to play.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has that like nostalgia role of like this game, but there's small games in between. Like, are you gonna remember Pac-Man Worlds? No, you're not gonna remember. I remember Pac-Man Worlds. I'm not gonna lie because I love that game. But a lot of people are gonna hear me say Pac-Man Worlds and not know that was a game. So, you're gonna miss some things. But so, do you remember who you played with or something? Like anything? Because you said you don't really remember how you got introduced. But was it just like your brother or
my brother?
Got you. It was your brother. I think. Yep. The earliest memory I can have of this, again, I'm only answering because it's the first episode. I will not do this on the rest of them. Was GTA San Andreas, and it wasn't even mine. I was at some random person's house. I cannot remember who it is. I'm not related to this person. He had the PS2. He was like, "Hey, bro, you trying to play this?" And I played it. Loved it. Got home, immediately went and bought it. Like, I begged my great grandmother as soon as I got home. I was like, I need a PlayStation 2. Like, I gotta have something to play. We got it. I convinced her to buy GTA before she knew what it was. She had no clue what was on that game. She ain't know about the strippers, the shooting, none of it. I just said, I want this game. If she knew there was strippers and shooting, I would have never got that game. We would not be here today, probably. But that's my first game. So, what genre of video games do you prefer?
Right now, probably shooters.
I feel like that's everyone.
Battle Royales. I mean, Um, basically, yeah.
It's because of the multiplayer aspect, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just like
indeed,
it's the best ones to play with your friends mostly.
yeah. So I had written down what would your ideal video game be about, but I feel like nowadays people aren't really playing single player games. Like I play single player games. If you watch my stream, I'm playing Dying Light 2 right now, 100%ing it. I just finished playing Hi-Fi Rush. I still need to go back and 100% it on stream as well. So I'm still playing single player games. But like, are you playing any single player games currently?
I've only played a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy, but it's a very good game so far.
Yeah. So you're liking that though, right?
Oh yeah, it's top tier.
So I'm not gonna comment too much on Hogwarts to like avoid the controversy. I didn't buy it simply because of everything that was going on with the people streaming it and getting they made a whole website called Has He Streamed This Game? Like really? But so I'm not going to be playing it. I didn't purchase it, not out of like, disrespect to whoever. It was just like I don't even want to have to deal with it. I will watch whoever play it, but that's ridiculous, guys. Like, I don't know. That's ridiculous. But next question. If you could join any game as a side character, which would it be and why? Same question. We brought it back.
Geez, that's kind of hard. That one's harder than the anime one, I think.
Facts.
Um,
Just call back to all of the games you've played, bro, and you're like, wow, I really love that game. What would you be a side character in?
Jesus.
That's a tough one.
Oh my god.
You want me to answer while you think?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll answer this again, only because it's the first part. I'm not redoing this multiple times, guys. Pay attention, okay? But if I had to be a side character, one of my favorite game series of all times, I would be a side character in Sly Cooper, bro. I don't care. I would be Bentley or Bentley's homie or something. I would have to be on the team. Like Sly Cooper is one of my top 5 game series of all time. Like I had every single one of them. Those were the first games I 100%ed. Like I had all things unlocked on every Sly Cooper every single time. So I would love that. That'd be great for me. I also feel like in those games, even though they can get caught and arrested, I don't feel like the side characters have a risk of dying. Like Bentley and them being in the vehicle waiting in the middle of the wilderness, they're not doing nothing real. So have you thought of an answer yet?
It's really tough.
It is a tough one.
I think I'd be in Fortnite.
I think I'd be cranking right now. I'd be in a 1v1 box.
Double-headed 200 pump.
I'd be in a 1v1 box fight right now. Like, bro, what? Bro, no, you wouldn't. Stop that. If this is real life,
You'd be in the lobby right now.
Man, if this was real life and you was trying to 360 to build, you would be nauseous. You would throw up immediately. You do not want to do that. Stop that. Like,
man, that's tough.
That's a crazy one, huh? Just think about. All right, okay.
I think it'd be kind of cool to be just a character in like Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
That would be fire too. Yes, that'd be pretty fire. But you can do that in real life. You could do that if you really want. You just have to learn to be a musician. You know what I mean? Like you could do that.
Yeah. But Guitar Hero and Rock Band, you're already good.
I guess you're already good. You're right. That's an answer I would never expect. I'm not gonna lie. I would never expect Rock Band guitar. So good answer.
DJ Hero.
That would be fire too. DJ Hero went crazy. Oh my goodness, my camera's giving up.
It's just that's a tough question for video games.
I can provide a couple answers for
that
question.
There's so many most of the video games, they're super dangerous.
Yeah, but there's a ton of them that like Ratchet and Clank, right? You can get away with that. God, sorry, my camera stand is kind of.
I guess I'd be. Mario World, I guess, would be kind of
Yeah,
cool.
right. Because you don't really die. Like, how many times has Bowser been thrown in lava? Like, this man is alive to this day. You'd probably be fine, you know. And then you
All we
get
gotta
to
do is jump over a few things.
then. Oh, that was a fire answer. Think about this though, guys. If he picks the Mario World, he gets to participate in Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Mario Soccer, Mario Basketball, Mario Smash Bros. He gets to play all of these things because they're technically in the Mario universe. So if he was just a character in Mario, that'd be fire. That would be fire. That's a good answer, actually. Because then you could play Mario Party. You'd have options here. You're not just a freaking Koopa going bop bop until you die. Like, you're just that's fire. I like that.
I'm getting knocked out in Smash Bros.
Yeah, in Smash Bros, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting smashed off the map every time. They're definitely killing me.
One tap.
I don't even know what my moves would be. Like, what would my move set be? It'd be trash. Have to be trash.
It's like Mr. Game & Watch, instant pow.
Man, I'd be like, God dang it. I'd be like, why are we even playing Smash today, guys? Like, come on. I'm like, you always make me play. I don't even like Smash for real.
We play Mario Kart now?
Well, we hit 56 minutes, and that is every question I have. I don't know about any gaming news today. I did mean to prep by getting some gaming news, so I apologize. That is my bad for not doing my due diligence like I was supposed to. You know about any new games coming out? Sound interesting?
There's this one Twitter dude that always posts news like about controversial type crap, but he tweeted something about this game that looked really cool. Like the trailer looked insane. It was called like The Finals or something like that. I think it's like a battle royale or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
but it's like
you tweeted that at me, didn't you? Or
yeah,
someone tweeted that?
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can destroy the structures around you.
So like,
And, like,
what
throw
Battlefield
stuff at you.
wanted to do, but like,
Yeah. Like you can literally destroy everything around you. It looks fun.
that does sound fire.
Check out the trailer though, if y'all haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
check
Just
out
look
the
up
trailer.
The Finals or something like that.
I don't want to have a segment where we watch trailers, but I feel like we could incorporate that in the future. So if you guys do want to see that, let me know. I am going to be putting this out for audio listeners, hopefully. So if the audio doesn't end up super freaking scuffed somehow, you can probably find the links to those in the description if you'd prefer that versus seeing our face talk, which is fine. So I probably won't do trailers on those. I'll put them at the end of the podcast and just cut where trailers start if we do some. But let me think here.
Oh yeah. If y'all speaking of another anime thing, I got this little tattoo.
Oh, that's fire. W tattoo, yeah. And for those of y'all who don't know, that is
Itachi.
that has Itachi's eye right there. Indeed, that's Itachi's eye right there. All right, video gaming. I'm trying to think. There's got to be new video games coming out. There's no way that we don't know about some new video games coming out off the top of my head.
I mean, I've heard that there's going to be some kind of Call of Duty before the end of the year, of course. But
the new wrestling game's coming out too, and hopefully AEW Fight Forever should be out this year. I'm a huge wrestling nerd. I'm sorry, guys. Those should be coming out. I think that's it. So we're gonna wrap up the pod, honestly. So again, I want to thank you so much for coming, Bailey. You know I love you. You know you're one of my best friends. He knows that.
I love you too, man. I had a lot of fun.
I did too. Actually, we came into this with huge nerves, and I came into this thinking, God, I don't have an hour worth of podcast. But here we are at 59 minutes 9 seconds, and I had to cut the freaking pod short. We ran over dang near. So, you know, I'm very grateful again to have you here. This is one of my best friends. He had to be one of the first people. He asked to be the first person, and of course I was like, duh, you're gonna be the first person. So he's you know, all of his links will be in the description. Again, he streams on Twitch and he's working on making videos. He's also working on streaming. I got him to stream the other day. Hopefully he keeps streaming. All of those links will be in the description. I'm going to make sure to put that there. And again, my name is Lord 10. That is Tazzloh. I stream every single night on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Lord10TTV. Ironically, I'm not streaming tonight because I'm shooting the podcast, but I love you guys so much, and I want to thank you all for swinging by and listening to the Kage Summit. I don't have an outro. Thank you. God dang, I didn't think of an outro. I could say something stupid like meeting adjourned or something dumb like that. Is that cool? Does that sound cool? Meeting adjourned.